And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready. 55. Hey, E. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Stanley. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
On the set.
Check that one, Mike 52 right here. 52. Shift. Safe.
Shoot.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges. Watch twist.
They run with Taylor. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
52, Mike 52. I know he ain't got it. New Mike 52. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, Foxtrot. Yep.
Hey, turn it up.
To throw on 3rd down, Costello. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's our time.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
60 or.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, exit.
52. Switch. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Pick it up, guys.
Ready?
On 1st down, Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Blue draw corkers. Buds.
Watch Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hit it.
Throwing again. Costello. He finds Taylor. Complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yeah.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. You don't want nothing.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Watch twist.
Go. Now. General, get it.
Looking to throw. Costello. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Coming to you. Check. Lucky.
Leo.
No.
Sit.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, ball here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stanley. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hard.
Hey, switch gears. Check.
Ready?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Pilot, 64.
This is Jones. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, keep it up. Show it up.
Bam.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check 52.
They go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing on first down. Costello going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
High 7.
Watch Mike. Let's go one more.
5.
On 3rd down, Costello out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Recon, 132, Fox now.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Hey, Alpha, go.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Ready?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Stanley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. Stanley. He's going to fire one. Deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Topper! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Yo, go! Go!
My 52, my 52.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello looking left sideline, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 3rd down. Costello, flush to his right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 60 yards. We won.
On 2nd down, Kamara. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Exit. Yep. Switch.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Looking to throw. Costello into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Stanley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Blue draw Porter. Tighten up. Step.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Go. 5. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Go, go. Now.
On me. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's come
Get it.
To throw again. Costello. Going deep here for Taylor. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 15.
Go. Bravo.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Exit. Check 45.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing this one out, and that's caught inside the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. I'm coming.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, pick your game up. No, Mike 52. Mike
Sleep grip.
On first down, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 99. Check 99.
General West.
Mike 52.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Hey.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
3 down. 3 down.
Go.
52's the Mike, boys. 52.
Watch the
Slide.
From the gun, Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
On 3rd down, Stanley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The line ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 or.
First down, defense.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
36.
Check three.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Yo, go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 2. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, it's Taylor. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Hey, high 7.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. 52. Watch the backer. 52 is the mic right here, over there. Right?
Here's a second and 7. It's Kelsey on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's second down.
Here we go. 10 logo.
He's checking.
X3. 218. Chopper. 5.
Throwing again. Costello. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yep. No. Rock it.
Hey, watch it.
Look. Squeeze. Get it ready.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Roll out.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
52's the mic, boys. 52. I'll get him. Get him.
2nd and 1. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of me.
Hey, exit.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Back to throw. Costello. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
That's track. Watch the eye. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 52's the mic right here, over there, right?
Smooth.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 52's the mic.
Looking to throw. Costello. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
I got you. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm going to run you up.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And Young's throw there incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
SOS. 35.
On fourth down, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Break. Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw for Young. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Young on third down. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Young now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Bravo!
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stanley. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Stanley eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One last shot for Young. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.